swing, swing, and then turn. Swing, swing, and then turn. Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to help you unlock that move that you just saw, which is a golf swing into a sort of chopping motion. Quickly, I had to change the locations because the kids at the playground there were a bit too noisy. So I apologize for this location because I do understand that generally the cleaner the background, if it's a single color, the easier it is to see the rope, but I have to make do with what I can. Anyways, let's get into the move. To unlock this move, you need to have first mastered two moves. One is the golf swing, both sides on the right and on the left. And you also need to be able to do this kind of high whip in motion, like a chopping motion, both on the right and on the left. So let's break it down. First of all, this move can happen both on the right side swing, but also on the left side. So you want to make sure that you practice both sides so that you are balanced out with swinging on the right and the left, but also throwing on the right and the left. So we're going to start with a right side swing on the right side first. So in terms of orienting ourselves, underhand is always north. So I'm swinging in the underhand motion. And I'm facing east now. South is the overhand, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to do a swing on the right side. So if you remember with the golf swing on the right side, what you're going to do is you're going to swing from the right shoulder to the left shoulder like so, all right? Like this. And what you'll notice with the swing is there is two rotations on this side, and then you shift to a rotation on your back side, right? So I'll show that. 1, 2. So you see when the rope comes back down, that's the second rotation. And then you go to the other side. So what you want to do now to get into that chopping motion is after you swing, swing, and then as you're coming down on your back side, what you're going to do is if you swing on the right side, you need to turn to the right to do your chop. So the turn happens when it's coming down and around like that. So like you can see, like once it's come down and it's coming to the other side and it's starting to come up, then you switch over to the chop. So I'll show that just with starting the chop. All right? So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is where it gets a bit tricky. So here, what typically happens is when someone chops, they tend to drop their shoulder. So when you do a throwing motion, you tend to drop your throwing shoulder. And the problem there is when you drop your throwing shoulder, you can't get the back rotation and the rope is going to wrap around you. So this is what's going to happen, right? It's going to wrap around you. So this is where it gets a bit tricky. To do this throwing motion, we need to first unlock a variation of the throw. So here's what I want you to try and practice. Face overhand, so facing south. I want you to swing the rope over your shoulder like so. So kind of like a high whip motion. So normally if you do the high whip, this is what it is. High whip in, not the high whip out. So the difference there is high whip out would be underhand like this. High whip in is over here, like a chopping motion, all right? Chopping or throwing. So you can do the high whip in. Now you face overhand. You notice it's gonna have one swing on the right, one on the left. Right, left, right, left. And then you do it with your left hand as well. Practice having that swing on the right and left. I hurt my left hand recently, so my left wrist is kind of wonky. But right, left. And what you want to do then is after you get used to doing it with one hand, you can hold the rope with both hands and do the same motion, right? Throw, throw, left and right consecutively. Why I want you to do this is because now when you get into the chop motion, how you recover from the chop and go back into the swing is through this rotation on the opposite side. So you notice if I chop right now on my right side, it recovers on the left. If I chop down on the left, it recovers on the right. So I'll show that. So I'm going to chop to my left and it's going to recover on the right. Chop to the left, recover on the right, all right? So in other words, I'm chopping to the front side, recovering on the back side. So it's opposite. Unlike when you swing, your recovery is on the same side. So when you do a swing here, see the recovery happens on the same side. So what happens and how do you connect all of it now? So now that you have done your swing and then you turn, what you want to do is when you turn and chop, you chop to the back side. So what happens is I'm swinging on my right, it goes 1, 2, and then here, and then it goes over back to the back. So I'll show that again. 1, 2, and then back, and then back. All right? And then you recover on the front, and then you go into a front swing. So the dropping shoulder part, here's where it plays into it. When you swing on the front and you turn, you need to be able to have your throwing shoulder come up instead of dropping down, because that's, you notice, that's how you do the recovery over here. You need to have your shoulder high so that you can twist your back and your body to get the rope around you without hitting you. Because if you drop your shoulder, then what's going to happen is when you throw to this side, then the rope is going to come into your body. Crap, I'm feeding mosquitoes here. So the reason why you need to have a high shoulder is because if your shoulder drops when you throw, what's going to happen is when you actually make that swing here and throw, you're actually slicing the rope kind of this way instead of it supposing to go straight like this, perpendicular. So if you have it coming this way, because you drop your hand, it's going to wrap and hit you, right? So if you have your shoulder high, if you keep your shoulder high when you do the throw, it's going to come and then you can have that recovery on the back here, a rotation like this on the back without hitting you. And whoa, a lot of mosquitoes. So you go swing, swing, throw, recover, swing, swing, throw, recover, swing, swing, throw, recover. Throw, recover. And it's the exact same on the left side. Another thing you might notice with the hand positioning is the swinging versus throwing. When you do a swing on the right side, you're going from right shoulder to left shoulder like so. So it goes right, left, right? And then when you throw, now that you're on the left shoulder, you're throwing down and then you come up to the right shoulder to recover. So it's the opposite.